welcome to Skirmish Miniature Gaming, and we're back for some more Age of Sigmar Skirmish, and I've got Tom with me, first time on the channel, supposedly. We did film a game, I think it was last week, and basically I've got lighting that I use, and I forgot to turn on the lighting throughout the whole report. I mean, luckily it didn't end up that much of a brilliant report necessarily.
Yeah, well, I lost, so it was awful.
Not very too well. It was kind of a good test game actually in the end, but either way, we're back and we've got you a really interesting, actually pretty cool scenario for this game instead. I've got a new map and new terrain on the table from Urban Mats, so it should be really cool today. We've got, Tom's brought his Maggotkin, or Nurgle, and I've got Stormcast, so it should be a pretty good matchup. We've got kind of desert scenario going on. We're actually taking a scenario from the old Skirmish rulebook. I know they've just ported some of them over anyway to the new, I say new, like Skirmish rules that we get in White Dwarf. They've ported a lot of the game types over, but they left some of them in there. So I'm doing one of the old ones, just because you can only do so many before you get a bit bored of doing the same ones over and over. So it's not seize, capture or seize the relics. I think seize the relic. So you've kind of got like a sanctuary in the corner. We'll show you what's going on with it. And it's basically, you've got this arcane desert storm closing in on you the whole way through the game. So it should make for a pretty cool scenario. Should be pretty fun. Obviously, I've said this before, I think in the last battle report I put up, but Warcry is obviously on the verge of being officially announced. So for those of people who have been asking in the comments, we will be covering, definitely be covering Warcry if it's what everybody's saying it is, which is the proper reboot kill team version of Age of Sigmar Skirmish. So really excited for that, to see what that will turn out to be. So keep your eyes peeled for that, because we'll be covering as much as we can as soon as that's released. But otherwise, at the moment, it's Age of Sigmar Skirmish. We'll get into the game, we'll show you the warbands we're both taking, and then we'll get into some deployment. And we'll see you there, guys. So looking here then at my Stormcast warband. I only got the 6 models in total. That's Stormcast warband for you. So we've got the Knight Incanter, who is actually Averin Stormsire, whatever his name is, from the warband in Underworlds. But I'm using him as my Knight Incanter. I think he's a better looking model for the Knight Incanter, to be honest. He's going to be taking the +1 for his relic to wizardryness. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to take for his command trait. I think it was the +1 to wounding, but I'll have to check that one and let you know, guys, now after this section. I've got 2 Castigors, standard Castigors, so we'll see how they do. I haven't used those before, they haven't been on the channel yet. And then we've got 3 standard Liberators with the shields and hammer, Sigmar hammers. So they'll just get to reroll 1s on their saves. So we'll see how it goes. Interested to see what the Castigors can do and what the Knight Incanter can dish out, because obviously the Knight Incanter is good at dishing out mortal wounds, but obviously with the maximum of 3 mortal wound attempts a turn, it should tone him down a tad. We'll see how it goes, and we'll go on to see Tom's Maggotkin / Nurgle warband. Right, so looking at the Nurgle Maggotkin warband, just tracking back slightly, my commander was taking is going to take the 5+ each hero phase to get an extra command point. I think that might help maybe with this game type, where we're rushing to the ruins. But going on to the Maggotkin warband for Tom, we've got the Poxbringer. I was trying to think which one, different herald names now on there for Maggotkin. But yeah, we've got the Poxbringer, who is going to be taking the +1 to wizard rolls and ambitious fighter, so the +1 to wound rolls all game, and that's not just shooting, that's everything, so that can be quite nice. So we're both taking the wizard one, but we'll see how it goes. Then we've got 2 Blight Kings. One is a champion, which is the dark green armoured one here, so he gets +1 wound, I believe, for being the champion.
Yeah, +1 wound,
which makes him a bit tougher. And then we've got five Plague Bearers, yeah. Standard as they are, so we'll see how that goes. Obviously they'll get the nice ignores mortal wounds, which could be good against me and this storm, oncoming arcane desert storm. So that is more or less it for the warbands, guys. We're going to go now on to show you the game type and the beautiful map that we've got set out. Okay, so yeah, we're playing Seize the Relic. And more or less we've got this kind of strange deployment, which when I show you the map will make a bit more sense in a moment. But you've got this, which is the sanctuary, and like an altar with essentially an arcane artefact, etc. on it. So basically at the end of battle round 4, whoever's got the more models within 3 inches of that altar with that relic on it is the victory, holds the victory, should I say. We've kind of, this is obviously for the old skirmish map, so we've altered the range of everything and the deployment measurements a bit, just to make it okay for this sort of size map, if you like. But we've got, this is your sanctuary, there are only 2 entrances. You can't see, so there's no line of sight and it's impossible to get through these other ruined walls, essentially. And then you've got this kind of strange, almost like rectangular deployment with the slant on either side. So that's all it is. It's a race to get into this sanctuary, to get onto the relic. And then there's an arcane storm, desert storm brewing. So each round 6 inches from the edge of the map, in each direction that isn't within the sanctuary. So if you're within the sanctuary, and wholly within the sanctuary I should say, you can't be hurt by the storm no matter what, but every turn, or at the end of every battle round, 6 inches from the edge every round, the storm closes in, almost like Fortnite. Let's go with Fortnite. A really brutal version. That's essentially what it is, and then you just win or lose at the end, depending on what you can get on the altar there. Obviously, if you completely take out the opponent whilst the storm's chasing you, you'd get a major victory for annihilation, but that would be impressive, I think. So we'll see how this goes. It'll be interesting to see how this storm plays out. I think we'll be able to run away from it for the most part. We're both not the quickest, mind, so we'll have to see how that goes, how that plays out.
We both have less than 6 inches movement.
Yeah, we've both got worse movement, but we'll see how it goes. So I'll just flick up here, guys, so you can have a quick look at the map we've got. We've got a lovely new mat and terrain, desert-style terrain, Badlands terrain, whatever you want to call it, for Skirmish and Kill Team, sent to us by Urban Mats, so thanks so much to those guys for supplying these to us. And then obviously you can kind of see over here, I've set out the ruins. These are just the Azerite ruins from Games Workshop, and I've used one of the glory tokens from Underworlds actually in the middle. I thought it worked quite well as the relic, unknown relic that we're getting into. These are the 2 entrances, about 3 inches wide each. They're the only spots we can access through and have line of sight through. Despite the fact that, just ignore the fact, these do not have holes in them. Imagine a magic barrier around these mysterious ruins, if you will. That's essentially how that's going to work. And then from these edges of the board, essentially, you'll have these 2 edges, you have these 6 inches each at the end of each battle round for this storm brewing, essentially, and that causes D3 mortal wounds to each model if you get caught in it. So unlucky if you do. I think the idea is you want to kind of get away from that storm for sure as early as you can. But we'll see how this goes. You can see I've set out the deployment zones on each corner. We'll have a quick roll off, I reckon, now between myself and Tommy for a deployment, or picking sides, should I say. So whoever wins the roll off will get, so I get a 2, Tom can roll for the Nurgle. Tom wins the roll, so Tom gets to pick the side, and then I get to deploy first, essentially.
I just stick where I am.
You're going to stick where you are on that side?
I don't think there's any benefit to either side, so...
No, that's fair enough. I have tried to set it up as symmetrical as I can. And then I'll be deploying. You can choose whether you want to deploy first or second there. It's up to you, because obviously whoever deploys first gets to choose the battle round. So that's kind of up to you.
Yeah, I'll go first, why not?
You're going to deploy first. I think you might be able to I think I might end up deploying first anyway there. So we're going to kind of cut now, guys. We're going to deploy on both sides. I'll come back to you once we've deployed on both sides, just to show you how we've set up, etc. Okay, so finished deployment. Fairly simple. I think I finished a couple of models before time, so I get to choose who goes first. So yeah, pretty simple. 3 Liberators there, my 2 Castigors, and my Knight Incantor just up behind them. So obviously line of sight for shooting and magic's going to be blocked for the first kind of turn. But for pan over the desert here, come over to the Nurgle and Maggotkin, like 2 Blight Kings there at the back kind of thing. Herald at the front with the Plague Bearers, so fairly tight for both of us, but I kind of wanted to get my shooting slightly closer, so maybe round 2 might get some of that off, but we'll see how that goes. I decided I wanted to pick the first turn of this first battle round, so I'm just going to go straight here into my hero phase. On a 5+ you get an extra I do. Wow, first one. Worth it straight away. So I'm on 2 command points and Tom will be on 1 because I took my that from Hero. But the Knight Incanter is going to cast Mystic Shield on himself because I haven't got anything else I can really do right now. +1 to my roll, so I need a 6 or 5. I got a 12 overall. So Mystic Shielded for Knight Incanter. We'll go straight into some movement. I'm going to go with pushing up these Castigors, I think. So only got movement of 5. I'm going to spend a command point, I think, to move a straight up 6 inches with one of the Castigors. Oh no, actually, I think I might save that for the Incanter. Yeah, I'm going to advance the Castigor here with... You know what? No, I will spend one of the command points on the Castigor at the front to move the extra 6. So in total, he'll be moving 11 to get forward. So he's going to move 11 just up here behind the ruins. He's got good line of sight now, ready for shooting. This one's going to advance with a roll +4, so he's going 9, I believe. He's going to go to there, get some good line of sight. And then I'm going to spend the second command point that I have currently to give him the same thing as the other Castigor. So he's going to have, I think the Knight Incanter's got the same, yeah, 5. So he's just going up 11 around the ruins. Whoop. He's going to come up just behind the Castigor there. So they're in a nice little contingent. The Liberators are going to do the same. They're just going to move their extra d6 advance. So I'll put this down here just so I've got a general measurement going on. So first one on the right hand side gets +4, he's going 9. They're just going to go straight for the ruins. They don't want no storm. Liberator here. Plus he's getting 9 as well. And this one on the left. There's a storm coming, Mr. Wayne. One of them, I think that's what, you know what guys, the Knight Incanter is going to be called Wayne, and then that'll just work nicely. But end of movement, no obviously shooting now this turn and no combat, given that I advanced everything. So we'll just go here into the first turn of round 1 for Tom and the Maggotkin. I don't know if you want to go straight into that, Tom, with you got your hero phase.
Might as well just cast Mystic Shield on myself as well.
Yeah, same as I did. You got your +1 as well. So
actual dice.
you need to roll a 5 on 2 dice to get it, basically. Yep, you're good. Yep. I can't unbind yet. I'm still not quite in line of sight of you, just behind the bloof. So we'll go into some... I think it's just going into your movement now. There's nothing else hero phase there. So at the moment, no healing needed from the Blight Kings or anything. So just go into some movement. I'll give you some measure equipment. Blight Kings, you're going to advance things?
He gets +1 to his run as well. So this is... Okay. The dice, this is...
So +3?
+3. He has... I think his base move is 4.
Okay, so Blight King advanced 3, yeah, +3.
Yeah, so it's 7.
You got 8 overall. Oh, 7 overall.
7.
You got 4-inch movement, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then...
I'm going to carry on
I think we're just
advancing.
Running everything, because you
you got a command point as well, if you did want to just run a straight up 6 for one of your command points, but that would be up to you.
I've only got 1, so might save it for reroll the charge or something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so these ones, that one there is going to...
Advance.
So he's moving 10. Nice. This one is running 7.
Do roll there, and then we can, there we go, keep going with the advances.
Oh, as soon as I move there, now
yeah, very true. There we go. That one's going. +6.
There we go.
They're moving. We're going up 10.
And that one.
+3. 7. And they're all getting up in formation, not so much formation anymore.
No, nice.
Nurgle don't strike me as a formation type.
They don't hold ranks now.
No. The Herald?
Herald's going to...
Boxbringer. +4. So everything's running then?
Pretty much. Yeah, he has the same movement, you know.
Yeah, standard across. I think it's standard across the board for both of us actually.
Yeah, I got 8.
Yeah.
4-inch.
And then I'm 5 across the board.
And then
there we go. +6 there.
Well, it's +7, so.
Oh, 7, yeah, because you're Blight King.
So he's actually 11-inch movement. So he's actually
getting right up there.
But
yeah, we're both just literally going for the ruins here.
Yeah, this storm I don't think is going to almost have any
matter
effect
too
on
much.
this game,
No.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but there
This
we
would
go.
have been interesting, yeah.
But then again, we have both run everything turn 1, and I've used both my command points to get a 6. So
Yeah.
we'll see how this goes, guys. Now we'll look at going for a roll off. I think now because that is literally the end of both of our turns. I think.
Yeah.
Just a lot of movement to try and get ourselves into these ruins. So I'll roll off here. I'm going to win draws because I went first last round. So I get a 1. So unless you get a 1, I'm winning the roll off. So Tom wins. I'm guessing first or second. I could actually be thingy there. I'll get my shooting and things, I suppose, if you don't, and my magic.
Well, yeah, I think I've got to go first.
You're going to go first?
I've got to go first and try and charge you before I get shot in the face.
Yeah, I think that probably does make a lot of sense. So we'll go straight into the Maggotkin turn 1 for battle round 2.
Yeah.
Hero phase, what are you going to do for your magic this phase? Is a good question, probably.
Well, actually, to be fair, I can just arcane bolt you, to be fair.
You're going to arcane bolt me?
Might as well.
Yeah, probably the smart move on the... You're going to go into the Incanter?
On the Incanter.
Okay, so I will be able to dispel if possible as well now. The only thing I'm pretty sure I can once per battle, can't I?
Yeah, you can auto unbind.
Yeah, so once per battle, when I attempt to unbind a spell, instead of making an unbind roll, I can say that he's unrolling his Void Storm Scroll, not Void Storm. If you do so, the spell is automatically unbound. Do not roll the dice. So once per battle, I can unbind it, but I suppose I can wait to see if you cast it anyway. So because it doesn't say I have to decide, I don't think, before. When you attempt to unbind, when I attempt to unbind.
When you attempt to unbind, I've already rolled.
Yeah, so I can watch to see if you get it anyway. Yeah. So you get +1 to your roll anyway. So you probably will hopefully pull it off, and you do.
Yeah, 9.
So obviously, it's hard to say because I mean it's not D3. It would be nice to stop something that's stronger.
Yeah, I mean I haven't got any particularly nasty.
I've got 5 wounds.
You might want to save it.
I think I'll save that. I'm gonna save the unbind for if it gets worse.
Yeah.
Because you did roll a 9 there with the +1, so you were close to getting the D3. So that would have been maybe worth the free unbind, but I'm going to save that, guys. So he's down to 4 wounds currently, so we'll mark him up in a moment. Going on to some movement. I'll do that now. Actually, you can go down to 4. Going on to your movement, then I think. You're on 2 command points now, and I'm on 2. I've got to roll for my extra. No, so I'm on to 1, and you're on 2 because you didn't spend 1 last turn.
I do actually need to check if he's in 6
Blight
inches.
King.
He is, just in 6 inches. Yeah,
because on a 6, is it? You can cause them a mortal wound or something.
Yeah, on a 6.
Yeah, so the Blight Kings, guys, they're basically that foul that everything within 6. On like a 6, you can either heal rotting skin, or you cause rotting to your opponent. So like, yeah, the caster goal is just within 6. So on a 6, you never know. Worth a shot.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so it's just straight up mortal wound, is it?
D3. So
D3. Ooh.
D3.
2. Wow, it is enough to take out the caster goal. I hope that's the only one you get this game because that's nasty.
I won't. That's the first one I think I've pulled off in about 3 games.
It is, yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it too much.
That is as well, I believe. That is your max 3 mortal wounds.
Yes, it is.
To be fair, so at least there's that.
If I'd
done D3
with the arcane bolt, then I don't think I would even be able to do that.
No, it's true.
Well, he's just kind of
moving and charging maybe, or
he's just
also getting into the ruins maybe as well.
Yeah, I think
because I think this is also the thing, isn't it? Is like, how long do we want to fight each other outside of it before the storm does start to? Because you got to bear in mind now, guys. I forgot to say this. So the storm is now 6 inches in from the edge, and next turn it's going to be 12, 18 the next one. So I suppose the longer we leave fighting outside the ruins, we'll have to see how that goes.
And if anyone's going to stand outside of him, he's actually
got multiple wounds, so
that's it.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I think it could be quite cool.
I think I'm just going to move him forward.
The 4 inches.
4 inches.
Just try and get in with a charge.
That's it.
You've got 2 dice for re-rolls as well, so...
Yeah, he's got +1 to his charge, and I can always re-roll that.
Yeah, it's good.
So he should be...
pretty tonk. So, looking at the
I think
Plague Bearers getting in.
Yeah, I think these guys are just going to run in because...
Claim
these... I just want numbers and
your high wound models are going to be... It's probably smart getting them in the way of mine.
They can stay outside and keep you out there. Yeah, and these guys...
Kind of keep moving up.
Kind of just tuck in there, I suppose.
Yeah. Same for the Plague Bearers at the back.
Yeah.
What's the Herald going to do? Is a interesting move. Light King. It's going to just shuffle forward as well.
Yeah, maybe it would have been nice to have him close to that one. So.
Possibly, yeah. So that all the movement?
Just need to move the Herald.
The Herald. He's going to shuffle
as well.
Stay behind the Light King. So looking.
He gives all these guys buffs, so it makes sense.
Okay, that's good then.
Yeah.
So you done your movement. No shooting for Nurgle, obviously Maggotkin. No. So you're just looking probably now at charging him in. We will see if he can. You've got re-rolls and you've got +1 to your charge, right? For the
I do.
For the Blight King. So see what you can get on 2 dice. We'll see how it goes.
Yep. So you're going to just charge straight into there.
You're going to go into the you can do either depending. You just have to see how it goes, I suppose.
I mean, keep him.
It's up to you.
I mean.
Once you get him in, he can only shoot at you.
Yeah.
So you might want to do that.
Yeah, he doesn't have any ranged attacks.
Because then even if he's out of the combat, he can still shoot into it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of...
So he's the only one with a gun, isn't he? He doesn't have a gun.
He doesn't have a gun. He's got his staff in combat.
Yeah, if I keep him there, then they can
get
in for
exactly.
So she can't shoot.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Yeah, so he'll just kind of try and aim for that.
Yeah, sure.
And on
a 7 you'll be getting in.
7, yeah. So he's comfortably in.
You're going to be going... Oh, you're going to go into the side of the Castigor, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So obviously you pull off your charge first, so you're going to get first attacks there.
Yeah.
We'll work out what you've got for your Maggotkin. Sorry, your Blight King is what I meant to say. 4 attacks, is it? I want to say.
Yeah, 3 he's got. He's got 3. So
3. Okay.
Yeah, so he's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s.
And then on 6s you generate more, but you only get the 1 hit.
You get the
Ouch.
1. Yep.
And then you've got wounding on 3. You get that though.
Yeah, no rend.
No rend. Castigors have 4 up save. No. So that 1 wound. So I'm down to 1 wound with the other Castigor there. Pop that on him there. Didn't quite manage to take him out, so we'll get my attacks back. I believe it is just the 1 attack. Oh no, melee's 2 attacks, but it's just worse to hit with.
Yeah, it's 4, I think,
yeah, I don't think I get any other benefits for it, and it's just in shooting phase that you change the ammo. So he's just basically smacking you with his stock out of his from his ammo that he has for the bow, the crossbow. So we're hitting on 4s. Missed the 1, and then 4s to wound. I do get 1. There's no rend, 1 damage. Pretty simple. So you just get your 3 up or 4 up, is it?
4 up.
Not that.
He fails.
And he doesn't have a bonus save like the Nurgle because he's mortal. Yeah. So he's down to 3 wounds because it's your champion over there that's got the...
Yeah, he's got the extra wound, yeah.
So even Stephen's there. 1 wound caused from each. I think that is then the end of your turn as a whole.
Yeah.
And then we go on to my turn 1, my turn essentially for battle round 2 is what I meant to say. And we'll just go straight into a hero phase. I'm going to try and take 1 off the Herald here. I think we've got +1 on my die roll, we're going to go for... Okay, so I'm going to actually use the burst of... Oh no, sorry, that's the other one. We've got Spirit Storm from the Knight Incanter. It's more or less the reason you pay the points for this guy. So it dishes out mortal wounds to every model within 18 inches, but because of the rule we use for Skirmish, I'm only going to be able to do it to 3 models. First I've got to actually pull it off. It's on a 7, I need to roll a 6. I get an 8, so I get a 9 overall, and Tom can unbind that on a 9, I believe.
Oh,
might have to be
9, because then I get a +1 to 10.
You don't get +1 to unbind, but you'd pay it anyway.
That's true.
So it is going to be go through. I think I said before, it's going to be these 2 plague bearers, which will get 5 up saves against for mortal wounds, being Nurgle. And then I think I will actually pick the Blight King, to be fair. So Blight King's going to automatically go down to 2, because you won't have a save against that, right? You don't get the extra mortal wound save. So he's going down to 2 wounds straight away. And then the other 2 that I get this turn are going to be for those plague bearers. So you get your saves to try and save one of them, maybe, hopefully, or even both, you never know. So we'll start with the closest one on a 5. No. The furthest one. Oh no, it might have been nice to have one of those. But yeah, both the plague bearers go down. So that is my 3 mortal wounds for the turn, but came in handy for sure. We are going to look at... Going into, I already rolled to see if I got my extra command point. I'm only on the 1 this turn, so I failed it this time. So it's just going to be going on to some movement again here, guys. I think kind of need to half deal with that help out with that Blight King, but yeah, I think we're going to. Part of me wants to just get in on that thing straight away, but. I think we're going to go 5 with one of the Liberators and help out over here, just to sustain 3 away. And then we're going to have also, I can't shuffle too much over this way, that's the problem. I don't want to have too much over there, so I'm going to go advance this one here. With the die roll, I get +4, so I'm moving 9 with him. That's more than enough to get him right next to the objective there, so it's everything within 3 anyway. So I'm just going to get him into there. So he advanced. Then we're going to go, this guy here is just going to straight up use the command point because I'm within 12 of my commander and my hero, and he's just going to add the straight up 6 with that command point to have his, I think it's 11 movement with that, so he's going to come up as well in front of that. With my Liberator advancing, or the Liberator there advancing, so holding our shields down in front of the altar. Oh. Over here, going into some shooting. I suppose actually the Incanter's got to do something as well, maybe. I think the Incanter is going to move himself as well, to be fair. I think he's going to shuffle advance also, +2. He's getting 7 movement, enough to take him in just next to the Liberator there. Actually, I'm going to keep him back slightly, I reckon, there. Just so we've got a good range between the 2 areas here for the models. We're going to go into some shooting. I'll just check here what ammo I want to give the Castigore. He's going to shoot into the Blight King. Gets a single shot, and it's essentially 3s and 3s, but you can choose whether to give him more accuracy or give him better rend, and I'm just going to give him better accuracy because I just want to make sure I get a shot off into this Blight King. So we're going to go 3s and 3s, re-rolling 1s to hit, and I get it anyway there. Unfortunately, he's not a demon, because the other rule is that if it's a demon on a 6, he gets D3 hits instead of the 1. But obviously the mortals aren't classed as the demons, so we're just going to go straight up for the wound, and he does wound. And it is -1 rend standard, so you're just going to get your 5 up?
Yeah, just be 5.
Single 5 up. And it doesn't, so it's going to cause 8 damage.
And damage.
8 damage, so go down to 1 woundo. Going on to combat, I suppose. That 1 wound could have helped me there, maybe, who knows. Charging in the Liberator, since everything else advanced. He's going to have enough there, so straight in, and we'll go straight into the Liberators Attacks, I reckon. I think he's going to be my best choice possibly, but we shall see, who knows. So the Liberator is, with his Warhammer, a 4 up to hit and 3s to wound, and he's looking at 2 attacks. So we'll go the 2 attacks, 4s, we get to 1, 3s to wound, Does go through. Could be enough to take him out. No rend, so you do just get 4 up. Oh, it's just enough. Oh, yeah. So the Castigore did help in the end, because you could well have taken out even both of them before that. So for sure.
I was hoping just to kill the
before it happened. Yeah. So it's probably a good decision, I think, for me to get the Liberator over and help.
Yeah. He still gets his 6+. He does still get his attack.
You do. We need to remember that for Chaos. Yeah, on a 6 up, you get to attack before you die. Oh, you do. Oh, that Blood King's done bits. He managed to rot a Castigore to death.
He's getting them in.
Rat him to death. And then he's gonna get to attack before he dies, basically. Which is nasty.
Yeah,
I like it.
This could be.
This is the fluff I like.
This one he completely misses.
Yeah, I know. Little things that happen like this in Skirmish is why I love Skirmish gaming so much. It's awesome. So, what did you get again? Your 3 attacks?
So I get my 3 attacks.
Are you going to do them all into the same, or...? Okay, so you decided all into Castigore? Overkill, maybe? You don't know.
We'll roll 3 6s and get like 20.
Yeah. Okay, worth it in the end, probably.
Yeah, probably.
So, 1 missed. We'll go with 2 on 3s, is it? Or 4? Oh, either way, you got 1 through.
1 through.
Is it going to be enough? I do get a 4 up save, no rend? No?
No.
Oh, he does make it. Oh. So, despite getting a swing in before he goes down...
It's a cruel game.
So far, yeah. But then again, I suppose he did his job with his 6 up with the rot, to be fair. So I suppose there was that. Managed to take 1 out with that. But yeah, I managed to take out the Rotbringer there. Successful turn for me, I think. Battle round 2. We're going to roll off now, I think, here for... There's not really going to be any bravery needed this game.
No.
So we're just looking now at rolling off for battle round 3. Tom went first, so you'll get to win draws. I roll a 6 though. You need a 6. Oh, yeah, reroll. No. So, yeah, I'm going to be taking the first one this time. Needless to say, I think there.
Yeah.
5+ I get a 2nd command point. I do. So I'm on 2 this turn. I don't know if I really need them now. Maybe for charges, who knows.
It was good at the start of the game.
Yeah, it is, yeah. It was handy to get forward at the start. Knight Incanter's going to get to do something. Probably the Storm makes sense. So a look here. You can also open his vials for mortal wounds, but they have to be within 3 inches, which is, and he can only do it once per game. So I think he's just going to try and pull off his storm, the same storm that he did last time, the Spirit Storm. Also, 12 inches is now the storm. Still not really mattering at the moment. Could do next turn if people are still stuck around, but I think people are going to try and get indoors. It does force you to start moving in, to be fair. I can see why it does.
If this combat here lasted a little bit longer.
Exactly, yeah, it could have done something, but there we go. We've got the I think the whole idea of it actually is just to push people into the ruins to get towards the objective. But yeah, we'll go with this storm. Try and cast first, so I need a 6. I don't, so I don't actually pull it off this time. I needed a 6 with the +1 to get a 7, so it still is quite hard to pull it off.
Yeah, I feel a lot better now.
Yeah.
That was painful last time.
It was, yeah. So that's evened that out quite a bit more now, hopefully. So looking at my 2 command points, I'm going into the movement. The Lord is going to move back. I'm going to use some tactics here to push the Liberators in to keep you out through that exit. And keep my guy on it, my hero on it to claim that, hopefully. And we'll try and keep you out before the end. We'll see how it works. With my shields, bar the door. Thinking about it though, I've got to sort out these 2 first. I'll move up the Liberators so that they're within 3 away, should I say. Oh, there we go. So, Liberator and the Castigore though, we're going to bring the Liberator to the outside here. And then the Castigore, I think we'll also just kind of move him in behind here. Yeah, we'll keep him behind there. On his 1 wound. And we'll go into some shooting before we do any charges, might as well. So I get my single shot again with the great bow. We'll go into We'll go into one of your Plague Bearers, I think, at the back here. I'm going to just give myself the reroll again. I'd just like to make sure I get it off because it's only one shot. So yeah, the Plague Bearer I'm going to do reroll for I'm going to choose accuracy for the shot. We're going to the Plague Bearer at the back, and yeah, good call. So re-rolling, yeah. So, and then 3 to wound. Yeah, so it was worth doing. The Plague Bearer at the back, -1 rend, so you got a 6 up followed by a 5 up. Oh, that's what you needed, the 5. Yeah, ignores, yeah, you got it, there we go. So it was a good call to use the accuracy, but didn't work out in the end. The resilience of the Nurgle, as usual, keeping in the fold. But the charging now, I think, because that's the shooting all sorted out. Liberator here is going to make charge into the front. And that's going to be enough. I'll get 6 in there. I've got rerolls if needs be. I've got 2 command points. I think that's fine because I'm within the 3 anyway, so didn't need it in the end. But Liberators are in. I've got this one here actually, I suppose, to be fair. Oh, do I want to increase that? No, I'm going to just go into the Herald here. Okay, so I think I'm going to do attacks into the Herald first. Looking, oh, I don't know actually. Yeah, I'm going to go into the Herald first. We've got 2 attacks on 4s with the Liberator. The 1 goes through, and then we've got 3s. No, doesn't go through. Your choice. You've got 1, 2, 3 to choose from.
We'll just go for that guy.
Unless this Plague Bearer is actually within 3, you can probably pile him in as well at some point. Because he can probably pile in here further, and then he can get in. And probably the Blight King. Didn't think about that actually.
Blight King, you might.
I think he is. 3. Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
so, right, you're just gonna have to slide stuff around enough so that you can get him in. Is the thing.
He'll just move here and.
So you're gonna have to attack with him first. So if you pile him in first, is the only thing.
Well, that's fine.
I'd say so.
Anyway.
Yeah. So go with the Plague Bearer, then you can pile in. It might be that I end up killing one of them anyway, and then he'll definitely fit. So.
Create room for him.
So we'll go. So yeah, he can attack. Who are you gonna go into?
He'll just go into the guys in base contact with.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Single attack. Can't remember if on 3.
He needs 3 to wound, but needs 4 to hit.
4 to hit.
So
okay. Misses that. I'll go with one of my Liberators. We'll go with this one into your guy on the right hand side. So 2 attacks, 4s. Oh, okay. This round is a bit dead.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So looking over here, then are you gonna pile in the Blight King now, or because I've still got him to attack with?
I think I'll attack with the other guy first.
Okay.
Just so.
Yeah, that probably makes sense.
Yeah.
So he's going into the guy he's in base contact with on the right. Okay. And you get a hit. Wounding on 3s. You do.
Actually, so
and no rend, yeah.
No rend.
4 up save, re-rolling 1s because I have a shield. Nope, isn't enough. So I'm down to 1 wound. To be fair, not bad. My attack's back with him against the one in front of him. Might as well attack him back. Yeah, that does hit this time. 3s to wound. Oh! Either the Plague Bearer or the Blight King. Well, you would with the Blight King, but I would say probably get the Blight King in instead.
Is he going to be able to?
You got the Herald as well, but he hasn't.
He's already in.
Yeah. So obviously Herald can attack first since he piled in, but first. So go with the Herald into the Liberator.
And he's got 3 attacks.
3 attacks, and you took the +1 to wound?
Yes, I did.
So
we're looking 3s and 2s, so this could be good.
Okay. Oh, maybe not.
So, I had to go and say
1 hit, yeah, you shouldn't have said that. Cursed yourself.
This is 2 at least.
Okay.
It's -1. So.
-1, that does help. It's 5 up for me, followed by, re-rolling 1s because of the shield. Nope.
Yes,
I'll lose a wound again. Oh, D. Oh, he lives.
Oh, he does live.
Plague Bearer, he piled in, might as well. Could finish him off. Oh, yeah.
This could be it.
Oh, he lives for now. But then you got your Blight King. Yeah. So you would have to.
Yeah, he is just close. Yeah, that's true, yeah.
So yeah, you're going to be within an inch.
He's in it within an inch.
So we're going to go into there. Obviously, all attacks into him because you're the only one in range there.
Yeah.
So
3s and 3s.
3s and 3s. 6s are a D6 instead of Standard.
So that's 6.
Ooh,
So
I don't like it.
So that's 7 hits.
It is indeed.
Oh, 3.
Is it 4s or 3? 3s again.
Yeah, 3.
Oh, that is nasty. So 4?
Yeah,
4
so
saves?
4 saves, yeah.
Ouch. No run though.
No run.
4's re-rolling 1s and he's got 2 wounds, so we'll see. Re-rolling 1s, but I think he's dead there anyway.
He's dead anyway,
He's lost the 2, so nice one. So the Liberator goes down, and yeah, I'm severely wounded here. And we're going into your turns, battle round 3 as well, I believe.
Yep.
So we're going to have to see if I can hold up or not. At least I've kept you in combat for now. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Yeah, maybe it's not.
You can see where the points are now, though, to be fair.
I think my Blight King now is actually...
Oh, I've got my Castigar, I've got that in, actually.
Yeah, I think my Blight King is like... actually might be out of range of that guy, which might be a good thing.
It's 3 inches. So if you're within 3 inches, you're stuck in.
I mean, it's not within an inch. You can't quite squeeze through at the moment.
You mean for piling in?
Yeah, I have to do a bit of...
Once you attack with those guys, we'll just have to see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
But it's going into your battle round 3, so we'll start off with hero phase. Do your Blight King, because everything within 6 suffers on a 6 again. So it's worth trying that.
Yeah.
So go with the guy on the left here on a die roll.
She doesn't get, so...
Okay. Second one on the right hand side. Or is it just one roll for everything?
It's
Or is it for each unit?
It's each unit.
I thought it was, yeah. So on a 6... No.
No.
So, nothing there in the end. There's nothing to heal with it either, because it does heal them within 6 as well, is what I was trying to think. Poxbringer, what's he going to do this turn? You're going to go Arcane Bolt again?
Well, I can't Arcane Bolt him, because I don't have line of sight. However, his psychic ability is from a Plague Bearer, so the Plague Bearer has line of sight. So I'm going to attempt to cast his...
What's the range from the Plague Bearer? Like 12, is it?
It's 7 inches, which I think
yeah, you are just
have
about.
just about. So he'll it's a casting value of 7, then it does D3.
Okay.
I'm guessing you might just automatically unbind this anyway.
I don't think I think you can have line of sight through my model though, with a Arcane Bolt, if you wanted it.
Doesn't matter. It's better than Arcane Bolt.
You're gonna
anyway.
okay. So you're gonna go with the Nurgle version.
Yeah, I need a 6.
6, and then I can obviously try and unbind. You do get a 6 and 7 actually, because you got the plus 1.
Well, I needed a 6 because it is 7. So.
Sorry, so you did get a.
I got exactly.
You got a 7 exact amount.
Yeah.
I need a 7 or I think it's 8. You have to beat it in Sigmar. So I need an 8 here. Nope. Ooh. What does it do?
It's D3.
D3. Off you go on your bike.
I was half expecting you just to come automatically deny it.
So it is only the 1.
But it is only the 1, so.
So he's down to 3 because I can't do anything about that. So, looking here then at, I think going into, it's going to be straight on to combat because no shooting, right? So it's your choice for what you want to pile in first there, basically, which is interesting.
I think I kind of want to. I'd like to kill some of the stuff that's in contact with it. I think I need the numbers here. Like, he could take a hit from that guy. So I think... I'm thinking I want to try and kill this guy first.
You're going to go with the Plague Bearer now? Which one are you going to go with?
That guy.
That guy in the middle?
Yeah,
okay.
That guy in the middle.
So 4? No, not that time. So my choice, we're going to go here and put a attack into the Plague Bearer there. I'm going to get rid of your numbers, really.
Yeah.
So 4s into the Plague Bearer, 1 goes through, and then 3s. I do get it. So no rend, just your standard save. So 5 up, 5 up. Ignores on a 5. Yeah, I do get him this time. So Plague Bearer goes down. That's the first one the Liberators have taken out, I think, in combat. So it's a good job because I needed it. You've got your choice again. You're going to go here or over here again. You can pile him in.
Yeah, I roll my 6 first just to see where he comes back. He doesn't.
No. Oh, sorry for your attack. Yeah.
I'm almost getting good at remembering that.
Yes, you are. Because I'm certainly. I should be, really. Because obviously, guys, when they die Chaos on a 6, they get to attack before they die, like the Blight King over here. Well, the Blight King tried. But, yeah, anyway. You've I mean, you can pile him in to make space for the Blight King, I suppose. Because you can slide him round.
Yeah, he's gonna just
come around and leave space for the Blight King, that makes sense.
That's it, yeah.
So that Plague Bearer is going to get his attack in on 4.
Yeah.
Nope, Plague Bearers aren't bigging it up at this turn. Liberator is going to get his attacks back before he likely dies to the Blight King, but we'll see. So I'm going to go into, let's go for the one that's inside the ruins on force. Get both 3s. Ooh, that's a good roll. So 2 5-ups and 5-ups for the Plague Bearer. No 5s. Ooh, close, but he does take it. Okay, so even if he goes down, I've done fairly well there with the Liberators for sure. So your choice again. You've got the Herald and the Blight King left. Should we just say the Blight King piling in?
Yeah, I'll get him in.
Getting him inside the ruins to attack the. So you got 3 attacks here with the Blight King.
Yep.
Into the Liberator. 3s. Ooh, no, and didn't get 6 this time. And 3s. No, the rolls aren't with you now this turn.
No, we'll do what you did last turn.
No, yeah. Herald into the Liberator. He's got 3 or 4 attacks. 3, I think.
Yeah, he's got 3.
So 3s, I think it is. No. Do you get extra stuff 6s with him? I don't think you do.
No, not him.
But then he's wounding on 2s, which is a bit nicer. Yeah. So -1 round, was it?
Yeah.
So 5s rerolling 1s. No. So he does die. D3 or no. So do lose a Liberator. So I'm glad I got a couple killed before that happened. Just holding you off still at the moment.
Yeah. Because
my low model count doesn't help me. But then at the same time, he's kind of a few in his own right if he can kill stuff. But it's just. I think, turnaround's going to change things here as well. We'll just have to see how that goes.
It could end up being all my stuff versus him.
I know, I think it will.
It's gonna be that.
The Castigor is still there, but I mean, obviously we're increasing the range of this again now, actually. 18's not going to quite get him. I think he's literally just on the edge. He's going to be feeling it on his back, that wind.
He needs to wake up.
He does. The same for your Herald as well. We need to be getting inside now, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll do... There's no morale again here.
No.
Going into battle round 4 now. We're going into the last battle round, I believe. So we do need to now be getting onto that objective to surround it now as well. I've realised how quick that's come up, actually.
Yeah, we could almost do with an extra turn.
I know, we could have done, yeah. So we're looking now here then at roll-off for... I went first that time, so I win draws. I get a 1, so unless you roll a 1, you're going to be winning the roll-off for turn order. You get a 6, so you definitely win it. First or second? That's actually interesting.
Second.
You're going to go second?
I'm going to go second.
You're going to let me pull off my mortal wounds?
I want to go second because I want to win combat and then have a movement phase.
Yeah, that's very true.
I'm going to go second, I think.
Okay. Well, yeah, the thing is, with his Storm, he can only cause 1 mortal wound. So even if I took out the Plague Bearer, those 2 are going to take wounds, so that's not a bad idea. And both of those have got 5-ups against it, so it's going to give me the first. I don't blame you there. I'm just going to try and half take down stuff to try and stop you getting on that objective. Is more or less what it's going to come down to here. We're going to go with Hero Phase. On a 5-up, I technically get another command point. I do. That's actually worked fairly well for me. Not that it's helped me. Well, it did help me first turn. But I suppose Castigor, will he want to run onto that objective or not? Probably at this point would be smart. Either way, Hero Phase first. Stormsire might as well try and pull off his magic. Do I want to try Arcane Bolt you instead of the Storm? I think I might. I think we're going to Arcane Bolt the single Plague Bearer to make sure that he dies. So if I happen to get the 10 up, then there's more chance of him dying on a D3 than the single, because the mortal wounds now, I think, so late game, aren't going to matter with the other 2. I think they're going to survive either way. Yeah. So just looking here at the Arcane Bolt, +1 to my roll was worth doing. So I got an 11. You can still technically stop it on a 12, I guess, if you could roll double 6s. Ooh, not a bad roll, but all the same, does go off, and it will be D3, so my logic kind of worked there. Only the one, of course. So you will get a 5-up ignores though on the 1 mortal wound, which is what I dreaded. Oh, luckily it does go through. So the Plague Bearer goes down. So I didn't need the D3 in the end, luckily. But I thought that was going to slap me in the face there, but came close. We're going to go into some movement. I'm going to use a command point to give myself the extra 6, the straight up 6 advance, just to get myself around here. Because that'll get me... Ooh, actually, you know what? I don't know if that'll even get me within 3 there. Change of mind here, because I've measured the 11 and it's actually 4 inches away. So I'm not quite... I wouldn't be able to get with my maximum movement 3 inches away from that to help get it. I mean, he's going to die to the storm, but he's going to stay outside and just help shooting, rather than advancing. So he's going to stay there and shoot into the Blight King later on. Liberator's in combat. Does he want to stay in combat? I think he's going to fall back. He's going to fall back and not claim that objective. So he's going to fall back to 6, make sure that he stays alive, hopefully until next turn at least, and then we'll see how that goes. I'm going to fall back to 3 inches away here-ish. The Incanter is going to move to block it as well there, to a certain degree. Within, so he's 3 inches away as well, and then we're going to...
It's just going to be these two versus these two.
Yeah, more or less, yeah. That's what I thought. So I kind of wanted him to fall back so it's a final fight over it, really. It looks cool as well.
Good for the narrative.
It is pretty cool. So the Castigore is going to shoot into the, since I can see through the doorway, into the Blight King. Single shot, I'm going to go with the re-rolling ones on the hit roll. That seemed to work well last time. 3s, there you go, there it is. Reroll the 1, it does. 3s to wound, no. Unfortunately, don't get the 1 to reroll for the wounding. So I know. Actually, looking at this, I might as well charge the Castigore into the Poxbringer. So the Castigore is going to go into the Poxbringer. Poxbringer, yeah. 8 is getting in. He's going to come around this side. Would make sense. I'll see if he survives, but I mean the Poxbringer's got good attacks, so yeah, we'll see how long he can survive.
That could be.
It could help me there, yeah. Which is kind of what I was going for here, but we'll see. I only just thought that he'd still be able to charge because I didn't advance him in the end. So I forgot that would actually help me there. So I'll do my, I think it's 2 attacks for the Castigore. So 4s here, followed by 4s. Nope, so I don't get anything, so you will get your attacks back.
Yeah, the best he was going to do is hold him up, I think.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, this kind of needs to go, I think.
Yeah, you need to kill him really here. Ooh, good start. 3s, or 2s because you have the +1. Goes through, what's the rend?
-1.
The -1. 2 saves on 5-up re-rolling, not re-rolling ones. I think he's got the same save, 4-ups. So it's just 5-ups. No, neither. So he does take him out. Yeah, it was worth the move. He would have died anyway. Yeah. So I kind of figured he might die, but it was worth the shot.
If he held him up there,
it would have been a good move.
But
there we go. So obviously move them back to see if we can hold up there. It's just going to now probably come down to you hoping, obviously, that you'd hope you'd make your charges, and then it's whether you can kill me or not. Yeah. Probably. So what we'll do, we'll go on to your battle round 4, and we'll do hero phase technically, slash 6-up mortal wounds there because I'm within 6 inches. Might as well. Would you rather do that first, or would you rather do him first? Might as well do the 6.
Well, it's 7 inches of Plague Bearer, so he's not actually. He can't do his good one because there's no Plague Bearers actually alive.
Yeah, true. So it's just going to be Arcane Bolt or something.
So the best he could do spell-wise is an Arcane Bolt. Yeah.
I'll save you your trouble and just say that I'll use my automatic on mine.
Yeah. Well, it's the last turn,
yeah.
so
I've only just remembered that.
Don't worry, I remembered.
Okay. But I mean,
I
yeah,
just assumed
that was probably a good time to save it for, because I mean, you could have even just taken out the last guy there just by doing that.
That's pretty much what my plan was.
So that was
take out that last guy and then just focus.
So I think it was a good decision for me to save that. I think just in case.
Well,
I think it's going to be might tilt your way now anyway if you can kill him. But it's also just going to depend on him.
If he pulls off his like 6 on
either, but then obviously my Encanto, he's not bad in combat, so if he does survive, I might be able to try and do something. But we'll see.
So okay, so he will.
He's just going to move, get in range to charge. I think
he's just going to try and pull off his hero ability.
Oh, of course, yeah. So is the
his virulent
sixes.
Discharge.
Yeah, so hero phase, the Blight Kings do have their 6-ups, and I was saying to Tom that for Skirmish it's worth taking Blight Kings for this reason. It's the first time that's worked this game, but it did really work well.
Nice when it does.
When it does come off, because I took out a whole model of mine before I could do anything.
So he...
On the right, no, and the one on the Encanter.
Yes.
Oh, is it D3?
It's D3.
Oh, if you get 3, it'd take him out. That could be brutal. Let's see.
Oh,
2. Oh, this is so tense.
If I'd killed him with that would have been...
Words just don't even come to how close this is. Okay, so movement. So get him just up behind the Blight King then.
He's just going to push straight up there.
And then we'll just go, I think, straight on to charging, won't we? More or less.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, he's got +1, so he's automatically in anyway.
Yeah, he's automatically in.
He's all good. So what do you kind of want to... The Blight King's going to have to probably charge first anyway, just to give you Poxbringer as much space as you can have.
It'd be nice to kill this guy, so I kind of want to charge this guy into that guy. He's got a much better attack, so I'd rather have him in with that guy.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to charge him. He's going to be straight in, so he's going to just go straight there. I do have to roll for him.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, he's definitely in. You're just going to put him straight into the Encanter?
Yeah, he's just going to go straight into the Encanter and he's going to just...
Make sure he's in 3 and he's good, so...
He's good.
Everybody's within 3 now, guys. It just is going to come down to whether we can kill each other here. So, obviously you'll get first pick.
It'll be the Heralds
into the Encanter. Okay. Let's see what you can do here. You're looking
he's only got
3 attacks.
Yeah, he only got 1 wound left, so...
Yeah, very true.
And
he gets all 3. Could have done maybe... Oh, I suppose that... No, sorry, that's the Blight King with the 6, isn't it?
Yeah. So
3 2s on wounding. Oh, all 3. That could be tough. -1.
Yeah.
I'm on 4s. So 3-up save with the Encanter. Oh, it's close! So you do take the Encanter down, and the Liberator can't take out either of those 2, but I might as well attack with him, I guess.
Might as well attack, give him a
final
nice
showdown. I could end up surviving, so I'd like to see if he at least survives. But wow, that came down to it. I love Skirmish so much sometimes. Right, Liberator's going to go into the... We'll go into the Herald. I don't like him. 4, sorry. Looking at 3s to wound. I do get both. Not bad. There's only 1 damage each, no rend. 1 goes through, and then he takes 5 up.
No, he does. The Herald does, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, he do. Wow. Alright,
he's alright.
Showing off now.
He's just
Blight King, can he completely wipe me out and gain the altar? Okay. Let's see what he can do. But, a 6.
And a 6.
Like 6. The look of 6s with the...
6 is 4 extra attacks.
4. So it's 5 overall, yeah?
Yeah.
Looking at 3s. 3 go through.
Yep.
The suspense. No rend there. So 4s re-rolling 1s. Oh, savage!
That's almost cruel.
The whole thing was perfect. Absolutely perfect wound-wise. Oh dear. Okay. I mean, that did come down to me just surviving with both of those, I think, because I wouldn't have been able to take one out with... Well, maybe with the Encanter's quite good in combat.
Yeah.
He's got 3 attacks, but... he definitely could have.
Yeah,
you needed to take him out first, definitely, because he's got 3 attacks, 3s and 3s, D3 damage each, -1.
Yeah,
so he could actually do alright.
Yeah, his attacks could have been
helped me.
if you'd killed the Herald with him and then I'd failed to kill him, then you would have.
But I love that game type.
So,
that was
that was
really fluffy, for sure. There were a couple of things there at the end, like if the Castigor had lived, it might have held you up a bit better. I know, definitely would have held you up, wouldn't I? Really good kind of setup terrain-wise for the game type, if you like, the whole desert arcane wind scenario. The winds didn't come into play, but they did make sure everybody pushed in, to be fair. I think that's the general idea.
Yeah,
maybe with swarm warbands, maybe like Skaven or something, you might still have some outside that are trailing or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then
maybe if there's too many in here that you couldn't. If there was combats on the entrances and you couldn't get through, then
I suppose you could block it.
You could like almost block it off.
Yeah.
If I had
and just wait for the wind to do the work for you.
Yeah, you could hold me up here, and then I would be.
That's true. But I really enjoyed that scenario. I'd suggest that you guys try that out from the old. It's from the old Skirmish book, which you can probably download online somehow. I don't think they're selling it anymore. GW. I'm sure you can get hold of the rules somewhere. Other than that, the Maggotkin, the Blight King just worked well that game.
Yeah, that's the best game by far they've done.
Yeah, like the 6-ups, I think you got a couple of times maybe.
Yeah, two.
But then I think you had like maybe 10 odd rolls for it in the end, something like that. Maybe seven or 8 rolls.
The actual odds of it
were pretty good.
More or less about right.
Really excited to see what more stuff that we hear about Warcry. Hopefully we get something soon, because I hate when GWT stuff too far in advance and we don't get any news about anything, but hopefully we do get a little more soon, at least so that we know what it actually is, and then we can kind of wait with anticipation, less anticipation then. But let me know what you think in the comments, guys. What do you think about the game type, the models we chose? What would you like to see in the future on the channel? Please do consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. There'll be plenty more Skirmish to come, and hopefully Warcry when that does come along. We also cover Kill Team and Underworlds on the channel. But until next time, guys, thanks Tom for coming for the game. First game on the channel, first win as well. So you can't complain there. Yeah, first televised win. Yeah, so otherwise, guys, I'll see you next time. Happy wargaming. Hey there, guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please consider liking the video, leaving a comment for us, or most of all, if you'd like to see more content, please do consider subscribing to our channel. We release weekly content for the likes of Warhammer Underworlds, Warhammer 40k Kill Team, Warhammer Age of Sigmar Skirmish, and many others. Also, please check out our Facebook page and give that a like for daily/weekly updates on battle reports and things to come. Other than that, guys, hope you enjoy and happy wargaming.